the committee?
Suits me.
You can.
All right, well, I'll quickly do that for the three of us on the committee. So Dudley West, are you present?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Margaret Bam, are you present?
I am here.
All right. Thank you very much. First item up for consideration are the minutes from the January 16th meeting. Those were sent out. Monica sent those out. Did everyone have a chance to review? And do we have any updates to those? All right, hearing none, I'll take a vote to approve the minutes. Dudley, how do you vote? Dudley, try that again. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said I vote to approve the minutes.
Thank you, sir. And Margaret Bam, how do you vote?
I approve the minutes.
All right, thank you. All right, minutes motion approved. All right, Monica, the executive director's report.
Well, good morning, everyone, to the committee and to all of our other guests and facility managers. Thank you for being here. I really don't have much of a report. There's one thing I do want to do, and that is to introduce our new finance manager. So Melissa Wells is on the line. In some of my emails and correspondence with the board, I have introduced her that way, but Melissa is a Nashville native. She has spent over 20 years in the private sector as the CFO of an aviation consulting firm with airports all over the country and lots of work with airport authorities. She immediately comes to us from TDOT, where she's been for the last 5 years. And so we're very excited to have her. It's been a process, but we got the right person. And so I just wanted to introduce her this morning. She is on the line. If you want to say good morning, Melissa.
Mr. Chair, can I be recognized?
Yes, you can.
I want to welcome you, Melissa. Monica just mentioned that it has been a process, but I love hearing her say that we've gotten the right person. And I just want to tell you how lucky you are to have Bob Lackey, who I see is on the call, to be here to help, you get started along with our great staff. So welcome to the Sports Authority.
I want to say thank you to everyone. I look forward to the opportunity to work with each of you. And it is going to be great to get to meet you in person.
Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, Monica, anything else from you this morning?
There's nothing else. I think we can move forward with our one agenda item unless the committee has questions.
All right, well, I'll move on to it. So we have a consideration of a request to authorize an expenditure from the Arena Revenue Fund to support the closeout of the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue. Monica, anything else you'd like to add at this point?
Well, I think just to refresh everyone's memory, in January, the Finance Committee discussed authorizing an expenditure to help close out the costs related to the Ford Ice Center Bellevue and the community center. And there was a lot of discussion, and the board ultimately voted to defer the discussion and approval until there was more information. And then in subsequent conversations with some of the Finance Committee members, they asked that Metro make a formal request for use of Sports Authority funds for this purpose. And in March, Nancy Whittemore, the Director of General Services, sent a letter to me and made this request, and you all have the letter and my subsequent response. I think the only thing I would note is that, in January when we discussed this, we knew that Metro just had some financial challenges. I mean, that's no secret. And unfortunately, these challenges have just greatly increased over the past month due to the tornado and COVID-19 outbreak. And so, my recommendation is that the Finance Committee consider and recommend approval of the resolution that's before you.
All right, and Monica, I know you shared the exchange of letters between you and her name is escaping me right now, from General Services.
Nancy Whittemore is the director.
Thank you. Yes, Nancy Whittemore. Margaret Dudley, anything you'd like to discuss? Any questions, other questions you might have?
Well, this is the first I've seen the resolution. Margaret Darby, did you draft it?
I did.
I don't see that it says anything here about that we aren't obligated, but still desire to fund this expenditure. I mean, I'm just looking for where it is in here that it addresses that.
The resolution itself does not address that. There's a recital that discusses that the Sports Authority desires to fund this expenditure to close out the project.
Yeah, I see that. But it also looks like we lease it, and we
do.
I know we do, but it reads like if we wanted to add something like that, how would you suggest we do that? I'm interested in not setting precedent in some way, but I just want to make sure we acknowledge that this is. I am inclined to move the approval of this resolution. So how would you address that?
I'm looking through it right now to see where there could be a recital language in there that it says that maybe after the 1, 2, 3, or 4th recital, just insert one that says, whereas the Metropolitan government has requested the Sports Authority to fund this final closeout amount.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I will add that in.
I assume that's okay with. I don't know how my other commissioners are going to vote, but with that amendment, and then where does it say where we're getting this money? Like what fund?
The Sports Authority only has one fund that it has access to pay this. So
could you add whatever the name of that fund is then?
Okay.
I don't know the name of it. The official name of it.
I can add that to the first resolution paragraph, that the Sports Authority hereby approves the expenditure of funds from the Arena Revenue Fund for the final closeout of the construction.
That'd be great. And then I'm going to continue reading, and if someone else has a question just on the further resolve part. But Mr. Chair, I don't have any more questions right now.
All right. So are we going forward? Dudley, anything from you? So you have your hand up. I'm recognizing, but you're still on mute.
Can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
Okay. I just want to get clarification on what was being added in the fifth recital. And was it something to the effect, whereas the Metropolitan Government of Nashville has requested that the Sports Authority advance funds needed for the closeout? Is that basically what we're adding?
Yeah, this is Margaret Darby. Yes, I have written down language, and I'll add it in. I will try to get it added in prior, if we finish this one with enough time before the next meeting, I'll try to add that in. Whereas the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County has requested that the Sports Authority provide funding to pay the final closeout amount. And then in the first resolution paragraph, it would be modified to say that resolved, comma, Sports Authority hereby approves the expenditure of funds from the Arena Revenue Fund for the final closeout of the construction and furnishing of the project.
Right. I've got it now.
All right, so Dudley, you're okay with the additional language?
Yes, with that, I would second her motion to approve.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve this resolution with the addition of the language, which Margaret Darby will add. Anything else? Any other discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. So Margaret Bem, how do you vote on this resolution?
Thank you, John. I vote yes.
And Dudley West, how do you vote?
Yes.
All right, and I will also vote yes. So any nays? All right, the resolution, we are approving the resolution to recommend to the full board. All right, Margaret Darby, anything else I need to do to close this one out? So a little lost here.
To close out this item, no. And I think that we will have enough time for me to send Monica the updated version before that.
All right. Monica, is there anything else we need to discuss or hear from anyone else while we have everyone?
No, I think that takes care of it, actually. Thank you.
All right. Well, with that, then we'll close out the Finance Committee. And I thank everyone for attending, and we'll speak again at 10:30 with the full board.
John, can I ask a question that came up yesterday of Monica and maybe Stephanie? Are we supposed to stay in this meeting now until 10:30, or can we get out and join again?
So Margaret, if you're able to, you can just put your mic on mute and then do what you need to do until 10:30.
Okay, so you would like for us to stay in the meeting, right?
It's easy. I mean, I think it really is up to you. If you want to hop off and get back on, and now you know that things work and you'll get on quickly, then you can do that.
Okay, thank you, Monica.
Okay.
I'm not leaving.
Please go, Dudley.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.